So now let's go on with our fourth analysis. So let's check what is our fourth analysis. The fourth analysis is to identify the factors contributing to longer waiting times. So I consider two columns as our factors contributing to longer waiting times. These are the average call duration, or what we call the AHT, and the call volume, which is the calls handled. So we're going to analyze these data sets, these variables, to see if they are correlated to the customer waiting times using pivot tables. So let's go back to our data sheet and let's make a new worksheet. So let's rename the worksheet as analysis number 4. Now after that, let's copy the pivot table from analysis 3 and paste it on our analysis 4 worksheet. Then let's paste it as keep source formatting. Let's add another value here, which is our average queue time. So this is 1, or this is the average queue time here. And then let's add it to the values field. So since this is in sum, let's convert it into average value. Okay, and then let's choose the number format. Let's reduce the decimal place into 1. And then click OK. Now let's generate a pivot chart out of this pivot table. Let's go to pivot table, analyze, and then let's go to the pivot chart. And then let's insert a combination chart. Let's use the average queue time as our secondary axis. And then let's click OK. So this is what the chart looks like. Let's do some customizations. Let's hide all button fields or field buttons on chart. And then let's remove the legends. Then let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so as you can see here, there is actually uh, an obvious trend or a strong relationship between the calls handled and average queue time. Because as the call volumes, especially on Fridays and on Saturdays, goes up, the queue time or the customer waiting time on those days also becomes longer. So we can say that this is one of the factors that can contribute to the longer waiting customer time. Now let's customize the chart a little bit. Let's add a chart title. Actually, I'm not going to put the title here. I'll just put a comment. So the comment would go like this: as the call volume goes up, the customer waiting time becomes longer. And then let's align this to the left. And then let's italic it. Then maybe reduce the font size. Okay. Let's review the comment again. As the call volume goes up, the customer waiting time becomes longer. Maybe we should put also becomes longer. Okay, now we already made up a relationship between the two variables. Let's remove these grid lines, and then maybe let's reduce the gap width of the bars here. Let's reduce it to 30%. Okay, that's 30%. And then maybe let's also change the color, the fill color. Let's use this theme here since that's my applied theme. Oh yes, it should highlight the peak periods. I forgot. So let's use the light green here for the other days. And then for the peak periods, let's use the darker color, the blue-gray, as well as for the Saturday. Okay. And then for the line, let's also change this into maybe light blue. Okay. Now that's looking good. Now for our second pivot table, that would be the queue time and our AHT. And we will see if they actually have this strong relationship, just like this first chart that we have made. So let's copy the pivot table again. Then let's paste it here. Keep source formatting. And then let's remove the calls handle. Let's change it into HT in minutes. Let's change it into an average. The number format should be minutes and seconds, since that's the format of these values. Click OK, then another OK. Okay, now let's generate the pivot chart. Let's click pivot table analyze, pivot chart, combo chart, click the average HD as our secondary axis. And then let's change this clustered column for the Q time as line. Then click OK. The same process, let's remove the field buttons, as well as the legend. Let's add chart title. Then let's remove the grid lines. So you can see here that they actually have a really good trend. Because they have the same trend from Sunday to Wednesday or to Thursday. But no, it's not actually until Thursday, yes. But it changed actually on Wednesday. Yes. So from Sunday to Wednesday, they have the same trend. They follow the same trend. However, starting from Wednesday up to the Saturday, the trend for our HT did not go as well as, or did not follow our average Q times trend. So we could say that these two do not have really strong correlation, or do not have this strong correlation as the first chart that we have made. Well, the reason why I said that, because um, the insight that you can gain from this chart is just like this. It is saying that if the average queue time goes down, uh, just look at the Friday and Saturday, our peak periods. So the trend here says that as the queue time goes up, our HT goes down, which I think is not uh, what we are expecting as a result. Because if the HT is shorter, or let's say short, then our queue time should also be short. Um, because HT means our call duration, right? So it should follow the same trend as our queue time. So that's why I said uh, the HT does not have a strong correlation to our customer waiting time. So anyways, we are not going to use this for our um, findings. So but at least in this way, I showed you how it is uh, correlated or not correlated to the average queue time. So let's just change this chart title into HT versus QT. QT is queue time. All right. So I guess that's it for our fourth analysis.